Hi everybody, welcome to the QB School. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Today, how to beat cover zero part 2. So revisit a topic. This is one of the most important topics I think you can talk about if you are a fan of offense, if you play quarterback, if you want to know how to play quarterback at a high level. You got to have a plan. How do you beat cover zero? We're diving into it. Great example from the college game. Fire it up. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. So you dig this kind of content and you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, get the notifications, let you know when we go live, when we put out new content. I appreciate the support for the channel. Then you want longer form videos. Get over to the QB School Patreon community. Handful of videos come out every single month. Great way to get longer, more in-depth videos. Then if you want more information on RPOs and really what I think is the best information available on RPOs and you dig the channel, you will love the RPO course. So click on the link in the video description and you get over there, check out the course and enroll. So for this video, talking about a very important topic. In fact, so important that this is now the second video that we've done on the topic, how to beat cover zero. It will be an integral part of the new course coming up, how to beat every single coverage. But this idea of how to beat cover zero, there's a number of different ways to do it. Some are easier than others. This is one of my favorites. And so just kind of a precursor to the course material, what we're going to be looking at. One of the ways you want to beat cover zero, meaning that there's no middle field player, there's no safety deep. They're bringing pressure with more people than we have blocking. We are going to get hit playing quarterback if we hold on to the ball for too long with a free runner. We want to take a shot down the field and hit a big post. And so it's easier said than done because technically the DBs are usually off and inside. They know that they don't have help to the middle. They are hedging that the ball is going to come out quickly. So if we can block it up and we get a shot to throw it down the field, there's some big plays to be made. Now, I think the things that are really important to talk about when we're talking cover zero, big post down the field, besides for the protection unit and the time clock in the quarterback's head, is the landmark. And so it's really important for the wide receiver to dig. And I mean, boo, boo, head down, pumping. When they turn and look, we want them looking up, not back at the ball. That's one element of the perimeter unit. The other element for the ball location for the quarterback as far as having a landmark where to throw, I think the easiest way to do this is to the boundary and throw it right down the hash. Say whatever, if it's maybe 40 yards, 35 yards, less if you're in high school, more if you're in the league. Down the field on the hash is the landmark. And so when you see this happen versus cover zero, a quarterback gets smacked, great completion with anticipation. That A word we talk about all the time on this channel, throwing a post before the wide receiver's out of his break, while you're going to get smacked. If you don't want to get smacked, do not play quarterback. If you don't want to get hit, don't play football. But playing quarterback, you're in a vulnerable spot when you go to throw the ball. You have to be willing to take those shots, look right down the barrel, deliver the ball, and get smacked. But big plays come. And I get excited as a fan of quarterback play at a high level when I see it. And right here, we got SMU, Shane Buechele dropping an absolute dime versus Houston. Let's check it out. So we're going to let this thing play a number of times. But what happens here is just a massive post to the number one receiver up top. And it's not perfect by any means quarterback-wise, but the delivery and the ball is perfect. And so, yeah, you'd love to get in the end zone. You'd love for this thing to finish with a touchdown. Again, the footwork here, just being honest about the evaluation for whatever's happening with the ball handling looks a little off. The drop is a little bit extra at the end. Who knows exactly what it's supposed to be unless you're in the room. But then concept-wise, they got a chance for a bunch of winners here. Now, I think they have a mental mistake on defense here. The number 2 up top in the slot is running free. This safety down here to the bottom of the screen kind of falls into that guy because the tight end to the bottom of the screen stays in to block. Otherwise, that number 2 would be really running free. But again, that post to the number 1 receiver, just an absolute dime. And then the number 3 up top is the wheel, and if they would have blocked it correctly, if the right tackle doesn't take an L here, that wheel is going to be the real big hitter. But again, nobody in the middle of the field. Nobody even behind the umpire. This is pretty rare. We got the umpire right here. We've got the number 1 receiver who catches the post right here. Normally, this DB will be inside him more just because there is no middle of the field player. It is cover zero. But again, this over right here, technically no one's covering him. This guy falls into it because this tight end stays in the block. But again, where the post goes, Beautiful throw. Obviously, the throw is absolutely outstanding. But then the concept is great too, because we get this wheel up the sideline by the extra tight end or fullback type. And that would have been a big hitter too if the right tackle doesn't take an L. So again, I love the concept, but I really love the anticipation from the quarterback. It's just special. It's elite. And it doesn't always have to be pretty. Like, that's the thing. I think sometimes some of the guys who do it at the highest level are so smooth all the time that you think it has to look like that. It really doesn't have to. This is a little bit herky-jerky at the back end. It's not perfect. It's not pretty even. But the delivery, the ball, my goodness. I mean, we're going to watch this a handful of times, but that is an absolute strike. I watched the ball handling here again. You know, I'm not sure what that fake is, holding the ball out like that. I'm not sure what this drop is, you know, where he kind of takes this extra shuffle back. But again, the right tackle here, to me, you know, I don't know if he doesn't think he has the gap to his right or what, but you'd love for him to stay on this. This is a massive throw. I mean, look when he goes to pull the trigger on this thing. I mean, the guy's right in his face. Got all sorts of black jersey right in his face. Thing's not even halfway there yet, and he's on the ground. I mean, just an absolute strike. The other thing to pay attention to here that I love is the wide receiver. Watch the wide receiver. He is digging. Look at his eyes come in the bottom of the screen on the left. He's not looking back yet. He looks back there and up. You can see him adjust up, and that ball's halfway there. Where does it land? Right on the landmark. Boom, down the tracks. I mean, my goodness, perfect on so many levels. I mean, I bet I watched this thing 40 times the first time I saw it. It was an unbelievable throw, dime, connection. I just love to see preparation, pattern recognition, everything come together to get the ball out of your hands quickly. Again, look at how much he's anticipating. All we see right here is the over on the left side of the screen. That post anticipation, look, he's still not looking. He's still not even run by him yet. They're still even. He's anticipating this throw. The big A on full display here. My goodness, so good. This thing got me so excited on so many different levels. I love when offenses get an opportunity to not only beat cover zero, but take advantage of cover zero, take shots down the field. And obviously there were some defensive mishaps there as far as free runners with the number 2, potentially misalignment by the corner. But again, we're not playing defense. We're not DB school. You know, we're not pressure school. We're talking about playing quarterback. And playing quarterback right here was done really well by Shane Buechele. This idea that he was able to identify the coverage, know the time clock, potential zero, free runner, even though the protection technically had it blocked up, it wasn't really zero. They weren't bringing everybody. Some of those guys didn't end up pressuring, but still the right tackle takes an L. It happens, part of playing quarterback, but he's able to see it in his face, stare down that thing, and have enough anticipation to get that thing off with enough strength, touch, torque to drop that thing in from a helicopter. Where? Right down the tracks, right down the hash, literally in the trash can, in the bucket for the quarterback drill. Just so good on so many different levels. Love to see it at any level of football. Really excited to see it at the college level. Exciting stuff. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Maybe SMU's got a full video here coming soon. Let me know what you think. Again, I appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.